We actually have news.
Yes, we do.
This is a full-service show. We have news. Now, here's the thing.
A half-service show.
We have a news correspondent.
Yes, we do.
And this news correspondent, he might look familiar to you, Wade, but he's not who you think.
You
But we're
think?
very excited to have him.
Okay.
Please welcome the Stupid for Movies news correspondent, Chad Vader. Chad.
Doing great.
Chad, so exactly where are you?
I'm in the back room at Empire Market where I work. I'm a day shift man.
Really? So wait a second. So you work at a market. So when did you come to? Now, don't you have like famous family who can maybe get you a better job than that?
You would think so, yes. But I'm sort of the black sheep. No pun intended.
Now, so what happened? How did you become the black sheep? Were you? Was there? There was a drug, sex? What happened? How were you ostracized?
There weren't any drugs, and unfortunately, there wasn't any sex either. I just sort of fell into the role.
And yet,
my brother got a lot more famous than me, and so here I am on your show.
And you're bitter. Be honest, right? You're bitter. Say it.
I am bitter. Yes.
Runs in the family.
And you will have revenge, right?
I hope so.
Thank
I
you.
intend to someday have revenge.
Wow. Cue evil laugh. Anyway, so you're our news correspondent. For some reason, Chad Vader, even though he's has a very famous brother, he loves movie news.
Who knew?
I do. I can't get enough of it.
Well, tell us what's going on, Chad.
Well, I've got some news items here. I will just go ahead and read down them. The top story today, Avatar, James Cameron's epic tale of giant blue weirdos and the paraplegics who love them, is the top grossing film of all time. Or is it? Avatar has just passed Titanic by grossing $1.86 billion in profits and counting, which is a lot of money where I come from, but adjusted for inflation and the fact that it costs $3 more to see because of those dumb 3D glasses, which I can't even wear because my head is too wide, it's actually the 26th top grossing film according to Forbes.com. So suck it, Cameron.
Now, Wade, what do you think about that? We've talked about this. We
have.
know how much you hate Avatar.
Can't stand it.
Now, but I think, as I pick up the conversation that we had posted a couple weeks earlier, I think you are hating the movie because it costs so much.
I hate it for macro reasons and micro reasons. The micro reasons are all pertaining to the film, which is I just don't think it's a very good film. It's derivative. Oh, stop.
Now that's okay, but I'm saying if Avatar cost $5, you wouldn't be so against it.
No, what I'm against is the fact that everyone's pointing to it and saying it's a game changer. It's not a game changer. It's just another movie. If you go back and you look in the newspapers and in the magazines from around the time of House of Wax, there was another 3D. Everyone thought all the movies are all going to go 3D, and they didn't. It didn't stick then.
At some
it's not
point,
going to stick now.
At some point,
not going to stick.
Chad, hang on for a second. At some point,
Yes.
a movie is going to make so much money
Yes.
that you're just going to have to admit the fact that people like it.
Yeah, in this case, most people now, at this point, have for like the last 3 weeks, have gone to see it because they don't want to get left out of the conversation.
Well, so what? That's word of mouth.
But that's word of mouth. But that's not people loving the movie. That's people saying, "Oh, my niece and nephew went and saw it, and if I don't want to be a nerd and I want to be hip, I better go see it."
Chad,
that's guilting people into seeing the movie.
Chad, is there not some like death ray that you can kind of throw on this guy because he's really pissing me off?
I try not to make those, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. All right, what else do you have?
Well, according to Forbes, speaking of top-grossing movies of all time, actually Gone with the Wind is officially the top-grossing movie.
Still? Totally.
Gone with the Wind, I think, would have been a much more accurate and better title for The Happening. But that's just my opinion.
Tickets sold. Chad, you know what? He brings up a good point.
Yes.
Even though he's an alien.
And Hollywood,
tickets sold. It should always be tickets sold.
It should always be, but Hollywood doesn't. They have never released that statistic, and they refuse to. And it's strange because every other business goes off of units sold, tickets sold, admissions. France gives you admissions numbers. The movie studios will not release admissions figures.
Well, this is my theory. I've decided I'm going to make a movie, and I'm going to charge $1 million a ticket. If I could just get 700 people to see my movie.
Top grossing film of all time.
I will have the top grossing domestic film of all time. Chad,
I'm not going. I'm not going.
Well, why? Because you work at a convenience store?
It's not a convenience store. It's a grocery store. Get it right.
Yeah.
No, it's a... Whatever, dude. Whatever, you know what? Whatever makes you feel better about yourself. Don't be pointing. I know what comes out of your fingers, that laser craft that you do. All right, what else? Now, it's award season, right, Chad?
Yeah.
It is award season. Award season is upon us like a large, sweaty man laying on us and forcing us down. But I'm digressing here. The big winners at the Golden Globes and the SAG Awards are Jeff Bridges for Crazy Heart, Sandra Bullock, oh, she's so cute, in The Blind Side, and Christoph Waltz, who was the Best Supporting Actor for whatever movie he was in. And of course, the Best Picture honors went to Avatar, which, I agree with you guys. I don't know what people see in this movie. You know, all the laser battles and the spaceships, it's just not realistic.
You know what? I'm right there with him. Now, when it comes to the Golden Globes, they are a predictor of the Oscars. We already pretty much know.
But they're not a predictor. They attempt to be predictors, and they miss more often than they actually hit. People think the Golden Globes are like a great predictor. If you look statistically, they're not that spot on.
All right, now, Chad, what's the deal with Sundance? Now, Sundance is almost over, and you're a pretty Sundance hip, right?
Was I there? Is that what you asked?
No, you're like totally into Sundance. You like know what Sundance
sure.
is about.
Yes, I am. And Sundance has been going on for the past however many days, and there have been some pickups there. Most notably, Lionsgate picked up Buried with Ryan Reynolds, which is a movie that takes place entirely in a coffin, a feeling that I can relate to. And Paramount bought Waiting for Superman, a documentary that's not about Superman, but about public schools, which sounds fascinating.
Now, in a fight between you and Superman, who would win?
Oh, please.
Superman.
Really?
Yes. I would let him win.
Why would you let him win?
Because I'm a nice guy.
See?
That's why you were ostracized from the Vader family.
From the family, yeah.
But actually, it's been an interesting Sundance because, you know, that sort of Little Miss
Very low-key.
Low-key, that sort of Little Miss Sunshine, sunshine cleaning, quirky indie Sundance thing.
Hasn't happened because those films are having an almost impossible time getting made because stuff like When in Rome somehow sucks up all the air. You know, obviously, along with the economic crisis that's been hitting every other facet of the economy, there's less money to go around for independent films. So those little gems, those little you know, hole-in-the-wall movies that usually come flying out of Sundance with a lot of PR, they aren't able to get made. They aren't able to find funding.
And I have to say, though, Buried, I will not see that.
I might.
Ryan Reynolds in a coffin for 90 minutes.
Well, you know, he balance that out with Green Lantern. It'll be a Ryan Reynolds kind of year.
I don't like that guy. That you know what, Chad? I don't like Ryan Reynolds because
The Proposal?
No, I think Ryan Reynolds is a smug. I just think that guy is so smug. He's like a smarm factory. That guy.
He's good. You're jealous.
Bury him.
You're just jealous.
Chad's on.
There you go.
Chad's on board. All right, Chad. Listen, you're a fantastic news correspondent. We need you to hit the streets every week to give us the best in news, right?
Keep it a low profile.
I will do that. Yes.
Blend in.
I will continue to bring the news.
Do that.
All right. Thank you, Chad, very much. Chad Vader, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad Vader. Woo! Yes.